Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
Thank you, Soni. Thank you for being on SpotboyE. It's lovely meeting you again.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I met you during the time of Razi.
That's right.
What a film it turned out to be. I have seen it 6 times. We'll come to that later, but I hope this one also is something along the same lines.
It's very special.
No
doubt
fathers
about
in
it.
Kashmir.
Very, very special. Yeah. It's,
What makes you say that?
So there are so many films made on the subject of Kashmir, but there are very few of them. I mean, they're all, I'm not saying they're not good films, they're very good films. But there are very few films which are made which don't have the props of, say, a lot of action drama or, a very big plot and sort of all that dhamaka that happens because it's Kashmir and because it's set in a place where, it lends itself to a lot of dramatic storyline. But here is a film that's made about just normal people living in a village, in a small town in Kashmir. And very few people go into that sort of very, very intimate space and tell a story about such people and the effect that the insurgency has had on just the normal person living in Kashmir. So that's why I think it's an extremely special film. And at the same time, it's told with a lot of affection, a lot of humor. So it's not a boring film at all. It's not a documentary. It's a very interesting, entertaining, enlightening film, I would say.
I think what you're saying is coming more from the heart than a drama created around it, or
It's coming from someone who knows Kashmir very well. There are not many people who know Kashmir or have bothered to find out about Kashmir, the real problems there. So the real issues. We see what we see and we take that as to be some truth. But Kashmir is a complex place with many layers, and it's a complicated situation. Yeah.
so what happened when you reached there? I mean, what did you, before you started the film, and even when you did the film, before we come to your role and everything, what did you think of the place? I mean,
So actually, when I read the script, it was enlightening for me because I'm like, okay, so here's a story about Kashmir that I didn't know about. I don't know much about Kashmir. I didn't at that time. It was only after doing this film that I started getting more and more interested in it and finding out what are going there, finding out myself, because I found it very fascinating. And I thought that, I just wanted to know more about the real situation there on ground. I read about it a lot, but it's either one-sided view or another-sided view, but the truth always lies somewhere in the middle, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But dekhkar kya laga? Are people scared there? Is there a lot of insecurity? What did you see? I mean,
As I said, it's a complicated place, but it's not, so what the media makes it out to be, it's not that. People are leading their lives, they're going about their lives. I think they want to lead normal lives.
yeah.
The young people especially want to just move on. So I see a place which is struggling, but it's also normal. I mean, in the sense that I just went there, and it was fine. People are leading their daily lives as they go about them, and as I said, they want to have a good life like everybody else in the country. Everybody wants to have a good life. Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah.
But did you have a lot of security around you? Were
No,
you
not at all.
protected a lot?
No, never.
No?
No, not at all. It's not required. It's not required.
Okay.
It's quite safe. You can go there tomorrow, have a holiday. Yeah.
There's quite a bit of news.
Yeah.
But when you started this film, you just told me that you didn't know much about Kashmir, but you yourself are half Kashmiri, and that apparently is the reason I read is the movie's closer to your heart.
It's special to me,
Yeah.
and I am half Kashmiri, but I would be a really big fake liar if I said, I'm half Kashmiri, and I because I have never lived in Kashmir. I don't have property there. I don't have family there. So as I said, I didn't know anything about Kashmir. I was as clueless as anybody else. So this has now piqued my interest because Not necessarily because I'm half Kashmiri. I don't even know what the reason is. I find it a very interesting place to kind of find out about, simply because we are never told the truth about a place, and we're never told what is the real issues. You know, we're always told something around those gol matol karke.
Yeah, but we are bombarded with so much information that.
And most of it is not true.
Yeah.
So what are we to think? You know, it's like,
What to
so that's
believe
why
and
why
what-
not to find out for yourself what's wrong with that? You know, like that.
So, when you did this film, I mean, what exactly are you playing in it? I mean, what's your
So
role?
I'm playing a woman whose son has gone missing, and they don't know where he is. They don't know if he's alive or dead. Obviously, as a mother, I keep hoping that he's alive. I never give up that hope. And that is my character.
Reminds me of slightly of Razi. I mean, there also your daughter is constantly in danger.
There is, yeah, Razi was a different time period. The insurgency hadn't started yet in Kashmir.
Yeah.
It was a very different space. And I was just a mother looking like worried about my daughter, you know, didn't want her to do what she was doing. So that was really the character. But here it's a little different. Here is a woman living in Kashmir in a small town and, you know, struggling to come to terms with the fact that perhaps she'll never see her son again.
But when I met you last, I think in Razi, you were saying, "Abhi to bahut kuch karna hai. Abhi main bahut kuch karungi." And I think you have been doing a lot after that. Though I still when I see the movie six times I've seen, I always felt there was little of you. We spoke about that earlier. Your role was a bit cut and etc. Few
Yeah,
scenes.
it was cut a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So coming now after post Razi, how much has your life changed? I mean, has it changed? Has it become more hectic? Is it a conscious decision? Is it a consequence of Razi? What is it?
No, nothing dramatically has changed. I didn't get suddenly one avalanche of offers or something like that. But yeah, I think somewhere the perception might have shifted, and maybe people understand that perhaps I'm, well, not perhaps, I'm very much open to doing work as an actor. So, you know, I think that those who want to cast me are, you know, not hesitating to come forwards.
I think it was seen by more people, so you were there. So you
Yeah,
know,
that was nice. That was really good. Yeah. So the
the
problem is, you
footfalls
know, there are
matter.
not that many roles for women of my age, good roles.
Yeah.
People always hesitate to come to me with something which is not a good role, and I'm like telling them, you know what, come to me with anything. It doesn't matter. I'll decide whether I want to do it or not. But at least come to me. You know.
But you keep saying no sometimes.
I never say no. Most of
No?
the time I say yes. Very rarely I say no. Yeah.
Why like that?
Because I want to work.
Ah.
I enjoy working. Yeah.
Okay. What about the plans for direction? Have they now?
Yeah, they're kind of
Again resurfacing?
in the pipeline, I would say.
हाँ,
थोड़ा गर्म हो रहा है.
वापस.
हाँ.
So tell me, this movie had a lot of problems in censor board. What was going on at that time? There was, I think it's about 8 or 9 month battle which Ashwin fought with the censor board. What was going on in your mind? Did you think that the movie will see the light of day?
Yeah, I think I thought it would. So when things like this happen, as a person who's supporting the film and who feels that it's important, so all you do really is you do as much as you can on social media, and you know, you sort of make people aware of it. And you know, it was the same when Udta Punjab was released. So they had so many problems at that time, 72 cuts and God knows what else. So I think censorship at the moment is still that issue that we have, which we need to kind of take care of. Because I still feel that we shouldn't be having censorship, we should have certification. So, yeah.
Did you meet Prasun? Did you meet, because everybody knows you, everybody knows Bhatt Saab. Were there any discussions? Did you?
No, no, it's not. It was not my.
What's happening?
It was not my role
Domain
to
or
play.
whatever.
Yeah, that. So I didn't speak to Prasun or anybody.
But you got good support from the industry on social
Yeah,
media.
we got
I think
some
Pritesh
support.
Nandi, Swara Bhaskar.
Yeah, we got some support, which was very helpful, definitely, in bringing an awareness out about this. Because I feel that sometimes people don't realize there is an unnecessary, perhaps, fear. Perhaps people think that films are more powerful than they actually are. You don't realize that, you know, if the truth is really out there for everybody to see. There are discussions happening in Parliament on it. So I didn't really see what all the fuss was about. You know, people talk about it openly. It's not something that If you really want to know something about Kashmir, you can find the material everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't need to hide anything. Kashmir problem is not a result of 1 or 2 years or this government or that government. It is a result of many years of mismanagement and also a kind of an insurgency, which I completely understand the Indian government has had a tough time to control. It's not easy. It's not easy for the army to do what they, to be out there. So there are always problems which arise from so many situations. And I think I don't see any purpose being served not letting people see a movie or, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
But
not
I
in
think
this
it's
day and
the
age.
effect of social
Because
media.
everything is out there in the public domain
The effect
today.
of social
Nothing
media is too damaging. People start writing, people start multiplying on
It
that.
doesn't matter. Nothing happens. What happened after Urta Punjab? Tell me. Has the drug problem gone away? Has anything happened? I want to ask that question. So we saw that big problem of Urta Punjab. उसके बाद हुआ क्या है? फिल्म रिलीज हो गई. बोले हाँ drug problem है.
Drug नहीं
ये
लेना
करो
चाहिए.
वो करो. But on the ground, what's the net result? It's still there. जो social organizations है जो काम कर रहे हैं उसके लिए वो है वो कर रहे हैं अपना काम. जो drugs ले रहे हैं वो ले रहे हैं. So please tell me what's happened. Nothing.
So what you're saying is film shouldn't be taken with so much of magnitude and
I think then people putting too much importance on a movie release and saying, ये इसकी वजह से कुछ होने वाला है, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है यार. It's nothing. It ends up giving the film more publicity. Great. But the director suffered. He suffered. Yeah.
But how do you view this, coming back to the social media, like Alia also supported you on this with a tweet, but which was a slightly milder tweet, as a mother, how would you, Alia herself has said it very often that, she's not as frank as her father.
Well, she shouldn't be. She's very young. A political awareness comes in a person after many years.
No, but on various subjects she has said this.
But let her be, no? That's her choice. She's young, she's doing different stuff. Why should she get embroiled in some controversy or the other just because her parents are involved in some issue or the other? I don't think that we would like to do that to our child, and she doesn't have to do anything that she doesn't want to do.
But
Even when she tweeted about this, I asked her to do it. I requested her. I said, but you know what, if you're not comfortable, please don't. She said, no, what is this? So, it wasn't an issue at all. But I would never expect her to stick her neck out or to do something which she's not comfortable doing, or ask her to do anything which she doesn't want to do. Why should she?
No, but what I'm trying to ask you, the good answer you're giving me, but as a continuation of that, as a mother, are you sometimes scared ki, even Shaheen or even Alia, I'm not talking just about Alia, they'll put out something and is that the reason they are little holding themselves back? Like, I'm just saying in general,
I don't think she's holding herself
that
back.
they'll be trolled, they will, whatever they say will be under the scanner, so much of media, so much of opinion on. I mean, in the days of Bhatt Saab, when he said anything and everything under the sun, there were only 4 newspapers, hardly any website around, hardly.
Yes, I agree. I understand what you're saying.
Huh.
And yes, I agree. If you're in a position like she's in today, she has to be careful.
Yeah.
And rightly so. Well, I mean, why not? But yeah, it's a free country. There apparently we have freedom of speech still. So if you want to say something, you have every right to say it. You're trolled. You're trolled. So big deal. Yeah, she was trolled right from the word go before she had a film first release. Also, before Student of the Year, she was trolled. Then trolling will never go away. It's always been there. So whether it's for this reason or that reason, it's part and parcel of being in the public eye. I don't think any of us can be like cowed down because of some troll, because I think you believe in yourself, you know who you are. I just think that perhaps politically you need to be careful when you're
Making a political
young,
statement.
when you're young and you don't really have very strong, firm beliefs in this arena. The minute you know what you want and what you stand for and you want to put it out there, that is your individual choice. But that is something which you have to come to and you have to arrive at on your own. Nobody can tell you to do it or not do it. It's something that you...
It's not coming from you guys, I'm saying from the parents.
Never. We would never, and I would not expect.
Any withhold
No,
or...
why? Absolutely not. She's in a different space. Let her do what she has. She's an actress. Let her now concentrate on that. We are different. We're older. It is our job as elders, I think, to comment on societal anomalies or things we're not agreement with, or it's our job. And I feel strongly about a lot of things politically, so I will always comment as long as I'm allowed to, and even if I'm not allowed to, I'll comment.
No, so you and I, maybe, we've seen both the sides, this current side and the previous side, where, you know, Bhatt Saab used to say, and I used to say, write whatever I wanted to. I don't think any journalist can, very few journalists can say that they are writing exactly what they want. I mean, today the segment of that as tribe has diminished. There's a curtail on freedom for various reasons. When you see these two kinds of phases, what do you think? How do you, I mean, क्या होता है आपके दिल में कि क्या चल रहा है? मतलब, are you happy with the scenario that, you know, so many things today, you know, earlier we could do everything, we could talk everything, we could say everything.
I think there are phases in every.
Do you think there is a change?
There are phases. There are phases. If we're going through a phase today, which is perhaps if people feel they can't say what they want, it won't last forever. I know that. I've seen all kinds of phases. So I didn't really want to comment too much about these kind of things right now.
No, but it's not about,
you know.
it's not about one thing. It's just about going anywhere and saying anything. Today, you know, even sitting in a room with a wife, and a wife is having a totally diverse opinion, which is coming from the social media. She's influenced so much by what she's reading on social, and I'm influenced by what I'm reading on the social media. So it's such a
social media has actually become very powerful.
Such an aggressive argument results. Such an
Well, I think we have to all stand up with what we believe in as individuals.
yeah.
Whether you believe in freedom of speech or whether you don't believe in freedom of speech, you have every right to say what you believe in, and you have every right to say what you feel. I still feel you have that right. I still feel that we haven't reached a stage yet where we can't do that. So I don't feel that. I just feel that perhaps you have to be a little bit smart about it.
That's a good one. So coming to the awards which your daughter is getting, the mood at the household is jubilant, I'm guessing. The movie with Salman now, every movie which he's selecting. I mean, I'm glad that somebody is making a mature love story with Salman Khan. I think he needed to be little.
That's nice. Yeah.
You know, with his usual tam jham what he does. I think we needed to see him also in a mature love story, and with Bhansali at the helm.
Yeah. It'll be something to really look forward to. Yeah.
Really, really.
Yeah.
I mean, so how is she making all the right the scripts which she's choosing? And nobody is flatting her here because nobody is going to get anything. And let me be very honest. You know, the industry is very. The moment you give two bad movies, they pull you down. The industry is very harsh. But how is she getting it so right at the moment?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It can't be a stroke of luck.
I think it's more than luck. Luck is a very much part of everything, but it's also talent. So I guess it's a combination of two factors. And I know that she's been wanting to work with Sanjay Leela Bhansali for a very long time.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened until now. So there are all different ways of looking at it. कि पता नहीं क्यों पहले क्यों नहीं हुआ ये वो. So I think everything happens when it should. And anyway, she's been busy working, and I think all that she can do as an actor is continue her job and do her job. I think that's it, and everything else is an offshoot of just doing your job. So I look at it anyway.
How much protective you are as a mother?
I'm a normal mom, yeah. I'm very
you
protective.
are a normal mom, but
I'm very protective, but
I
I
don't.
don't.
Is so
but
much
I
in the
don't.
spotlight. I mean, you know, she's written about and.
No, I don't overdo the protectiveness part of it with her, because she's her own person. I've brought up my daughters to both be mature, to make their own decisions, and so I'm very happy when they do that, to be independent. I'm a very independent person, and I'm happy when they don't need to ask me whether they should turn left and right at every turn in the road. My protectiveness comes from when I see her overworking, then I come into it like, stop it now, take a rest, have a day off.
She overworks?
Oh my God, really seriously overworks.
Yeah.
She does. She has a habit of burning her candle too many ends.
Two
so
shifts.
I'm like, yeah, stop it. She did, but not that she definitely listens to me or anything. But I always make my comments.
इसलिए तो न्यू घर लिया है ना, जो उसको करना है वो करेगी.
No, not at all.
I'm just joking, of course.
She needed a lot of space, and she needed, nothing like that. She has to have her own space because she has.
No, I think every child needs his own space.
No, and also with an actor, simply, you you need your domain. You know, you have people coming, getting ready. If 10 people come with 5 suitcases full of clothes and all. कहाँ space नहीं था हमारे घर में इतने सारे चीज़ को फैलाने के लिए and all that. So she needed her space and rightly so. And if you can afford it as a human being, as I said, she's independent. So I'm proud of that. These
Are
are all
you frank
things
with her? Are you frank with her? What are you wearing? I don't like this particular dress.
No. As
a friend?
No, I don't bother with all that. I don't criticize her like क्यों पहना ये, because there's no point. You know, it's like I personally like more or less everything that she's got a great dress sense. So there's nothing really much to criticize. Yeah.
Yeah, she's simple but she's classy.
I like the way she does. Yeah, I like what she does. Yeah. So I'm actually there's nothing much to say. If she's making lots of fashion mistakes, then yeah, probably I'd open my mouth. But I criticize her in ways of like, you know, diet and things like that.
Are you doubly happy that she's now gone and publicly said I'm in love?
I haven't seen that video.
Come
I'm
on,
like,
it was at film.
I swear.
It was at film
I
fair.
saw a very bad video. I wish I couldn't hear anything.
It was at film
I
fair.
still want to see it. I wasn't there.
But even if you haven't seen, you're living in the house.
She's living in her house. I'm living in mine. Where's the video? Please send it to me. I want to see it.
No, but aren't you happy? You're satisfied. You're relaxed.
It's not my position to be happy or sad.
You're
It's a
relieved.
question of I want to see the video first. I have no. What do you call it?
No, you don't see a
Thoughts
change
on
in
the
her
issue.
when somebody's in love. Somebody's more happy. More happy than success. She's got a plethora of success. But you know, it just adds. It's
I'm
a cherry
very
on the-
happy for her on many levels. Let's put it this way. On all levels, I'm happy for her. And
You're not going to get trolled for this, Soni.
If she's happy, if she's happy, I'm happy. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
It's like
And
that.
that's what would you feel for your daughter? You'd feel that only, no? That you want your kids to be happy. So that's it.
After this, what? What are you going to do after this? No fathers in Kashmir.
After this, I'm going to do some traveling, and I'm going to do a play in England towards the end of the year.
Okay.
Apart from that,
Thoda sa, can you tell us? Like, what is it?
actually no, I can't. But I can tell you that I'm doing the play. Yeah.
Doing? It'll be done there.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, something different. So I'm looking forward to that.
You're always up to something now.
Well, that's how it is. Life is like that only, you know.
No, I mean, I'm seeing, you know, when I saw you in the middle and you were just, you know, you were also itching to do something. I remember burning with desire कि कुछ करना है, and every time you then 2 steps ahead and then अच्छा ये नहीं हो रहा है. So now much more relaxed and
Yeah. Enjoying myself, enjoying my life, enjoying doing stuff, enjoying doing different things, creating something also. So I'm doing like, I think on some level I've actually never had a better time in my life. Strangely, but I've never been busier and I've never been doing more different things, and I've never been kind of so I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. I can't complain, honestly. I'm enjoying myself.
Just my last question as a wife. I mean, how do you see Bhatt Saab, do you think, hasn't he changed? Because everybody is talking about it. You know, he was
Really?
he was so frank, he was so forthcoming on almost everything. And today, you know, I mean, you could call him, you could talk to him on anything
But
under the sun.
people, as you said, go through different phases in their lives, and they come to doing whatever they're doing for various reasons. I think in his case, he's probably realized that screeching and yelling from the rooftops really doesn't change anything, and things are not going to change because you say this or somebody says that.
He tried enough.
No, he doesn't want to change things anymore. I think he's happy doing what he's doing, and I think that's finally probably a realization you come to, that things are going to be the way they are, and he'll still never stop believing in what he believes in,
Sure.
and using his power as an influencer to do what he needs to do or feels he should do. But I don't think he's now at the space where he wants to waste unnecessarily time over things. I think he just wants to do what he's doing, because I think the older you get, the more you realize that, you know, time is precious. Do what you want to do.
But it's not coming from the fact that my children are in the spotlight. Let me not, you know, put my foot in the mouth everywhere.
I don't think so. No.
It might just backfire.
No. I don't think so. No. I don't think so. I think we are past that. We're like, I think we still believe in our country and the power of our democracy.
Any changes, any moments you see in him? Because last few films, just 2 or 3, I think, haven't done as per his expectations from that huge run which he had. Do you see a change in him at home?
No. He's the same. He enjoys his work.
some kind of.
He's always been that very pragmatic person.
Some frustration.
He's had a lot of success and a lot of failure as well. So he just takes it in his stride in a remarkable manner. It's very admirable, actually. I like the way he works. I learn a lot from that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
so much for being on SpotboyE. It was lovely talking to you once again.
Same here. Thank you. Thank you.